Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2021. It's career mode, and we are on episode 66. We're at the Giro. This is the third part 2 of the Giro, and it is now stage 14. This is the one that I was talking about all along, where things would begin to really sort themselves out in terms of the standings. Now, we have 65k to go. And with a bit of a descent in there, I figured now was a really good time to get water in. So I sent Maida back to where he should have completed the task just before the climb, and we're just at the base, and he has not finished yet. So Maida is wasting a bit of energy here, which is not what I wanted. He just did a poor job of getting through the pack before the climb. Ineos leading the way for now. And so we sit on. There are 12 riders off the front. They have a 3-minute gap. I'm tempted to send guys up the road if Ineos is going to sit tight. There we go. Now they're starting to speed up, and the gap's coming down. 20 seconds already picked up. Very short period of time. Okay, now we got to make sure that guys don't drop back too fast, like Riabovis and Igashen. Why don't we put them on the heels of Berlikov and Karaman, and then make these guys work a little harder. Okay, Martin Guerrero has good condition today, but he of course he's down in 10th. He will be in a support role ultimately, as the pace has really lifted at this point. Even at 79, we are struggling, but this is the first of 2 climbs, and it's early. I'm okay drifting a little bit. Karaman drifting a little more than I'd like him to, so speed up just a little bit more. Ooh, what's going on here? Rivera, Gonzalez, Albiol. Gotta speed it up. Berlikov holding his position well, because he's such a good climber. Not quite halfway through this one. Col de Giro, 21.7k, 1600 meters. Just under 6%, and it's definitely easier through the middle, and we're getting into that area where it's going to ease off a bit. We're down to 6-7% right now. Okay, Gonzalez Albiol is still there. Maida is fading. He is our first. Gonzalez Albiol. It's time to check in on these guys. I'm a little late to the party on getting them to ride a little defensive and use those gels, because it looks like the Peloton's thinning out quite quickly since that acceleration. 84 riders now. Okay, Maida, we'll put him on auto. Gonzalez Albiol is beginning his fade, so Riabovis. Rivera's still there, so you're going to go protect somebody else. Let's see. Igashen, protect Berlikov. And then that's why he was there. That means we can use Riabovis in just a minute to take over for Rivera. Let's go ahead and use their gels. Martin Guerrero hanging on his own. He will take over protection duty soon. I'm saving Riabovis for Karaman once Rivera's fading. Nine riders left off the front and down to a 1-minute gap. We're down to 80 in the Peloton. It's come down really fast, but Ineos, having done the first bit of damage, has sat up a bit. I'd rather have guys left recovering for the last climb. And trying to set things up now. So we're at 81 riders. That 80. Maida just off the back of the group. Little descent, but then again we rise. And it's a little steeper through here, so I expect that this is going to do some damage yet again. Gap has opened up again to the front group, though the group has thinned out, and another little acceleration here late on is now impacting things, and we go over the top. So just 4 riders clear, and just 66 left in the Peloton. Okay, Gonzalez Albiol got dropped. Rivera and Igashen both dropped just right here, but they might regain contact, it looks like. That would put us at 66. Okay, do we need water? Thinking we probably do. But the group's going to get thinner. It's going to get easier on that final climb to take care of that at some point. They have plenty of water right now, and they'll start climbing rather soon. And that final climb is going to be a lot more decisive. There's not going to be 66 at the top of that one. We will not sit back and make Ineos do all of the work on that one. At some point, we will make decisions. We will have a go. And here comes some recovery. So Karaman has no support, so Ryabovas. Okay, Berlikov is supported by Rivera. Igashin, guard and protect Karaman again. And then Martin Guerrero needs to stay on the wheel of Berlikov on the last climb initially, and then he'll take over. I will probably use Martin Guerrero to make an attack, being that he's in 10th place and looking pretty good today. So we'll think about attacking with him on the lower to mid slopes here. All Ineos at the front, though Kofidis has picked up the reins a little bit. We've already used gels for all the support guys. We're down to just the 3 with gels remaining, and I have a feeling we're going to start to thin out pretty soon. Okay, we're going to push a little harder. We don't want to be drifting back. In fact, Karaman has already drifted back way too far, so that means Ineos is pushing pretty dang hard right now. Karaman should have a +3. That's his expected daily as he's on objective and fitness peak. So him on a 0 is actually a -3 draw. As a team, we are expected a +11 every day. We got +7, so we actually ended up with a -4 draw. So it's actually a pretty poor day on that front. You can see we're coming back at the 4, and they're now attacking, and Ineos is running out of a bit of firepower to lead this thing up, and there's still 22k to go. Sarvinia, 26.7k, 2,000 meters of climbing. It's only 5.5%. It is definitely not as steep. It eases off near the front, and we're getting into the easiest sector soon. But either way, it's still doing the damage. We're down to 57. Igashin is gone. That means Ryabovas take over. And Martin Guerrero, do I want you to attack and force Ineos to respond? Alright, he's gone clear. What sort of pace is it going to take to keep out front for a little bit? Okay, that's good. Okay, gel. Back off slightly. Put yourself on relay mode. Not that necessarily matters. And we have a small group attacking. Ciccone from 4th place. Hindley from 13th. Hindley, not a big threat. Terrible time trialist, though good climber. Ciccone, same issue, though he's in 4th, so we gotta watch out. But Martin Guerrero, because I have tremendous teammates, you're gonna sit on. See if we can get them to work. They're gonna keep right on riding, aren't they? Stay with them, buddy. Or don't. Alright, we're seeing a big response from a lot of teams.
It's survival of the fittest, and evolution doesn't seem to favor those in the rear. There's a growing list
Okay,
of
we got a
riders
group of
left
6,
behind.
and we've got just 36 chasing. It's all going to come back together, but that's good. We just blew up half the field. In fact, yeah, right about half. 65 plus the 4 or 5 left to catch. It's about 70, so we're right about half of that now. Of course, that did expend some of Martin Guerrero's energy, but we are coming through that easy bit. 15k to go, and now Movie Star forced to do things. Are these guys Hindley and Lopez trying to attack?
Goes onto the attack.
Okay, let's respond. Let's respond the easy way, not overdo it. Be patient. Vingegaard also attacking. There's 14k to go. It's okay for them to get a small gap. I'd rather see another team do the chasing right now, but nobody. Ineos does not seem prepared for that anymore. Karaman, gel up. Down to 28. I don't think I want to go on to Karaman just yet. Looks like we're about to get back in contact anyway. It's down to 12. We've caught the 4, so now it's 16. And I'm going to let Martin Guerrero keep riding as hard as he can. Back to 29. Dang, that happened awfully fast. Okay, Karaman has already started his gel, so when should I attack with him? Send him on his way. He's sitting in 3rd place. Okay, was not an attack, but it was an acceleration by Lopez. McNulty, whoever this green team is opening up the tempo, and they're actually going to open a little gap, are they not? No, they're not. Okay, back to Karaman, down to 19 now. Martin Guerrero, right above us, they're gone. Back on up here. Berlikov getting ready. It's 8K. Follow Carapaz. Karaman sit up.
Carapaz goes into the attack.
Okay, let's put you on auto since you're behind us. Please do not lose that group. This is 3 riders that have now gone clear. 3 riders. Carapaz, De Plus, Berlikov. Make that 4 as Hindley has bridged the gap. Really need to ease off. Gap behind has opened significantly. Let's take a look. Karaman is chasing Dina. There's Lopez, Skilmos, Schultz, Vingegaard, and Ciccone. I want to go back and see times. All right, you were 3rd. He is 10 minutes down, 6 minutes down, 3:34, still in contention, sort of. 40 minutes behind for Schultz. Vingegaard is at 2:04, definitely a threat. Ciccone is in 4th at a minute down. But we have a group of 3 here. Hindley, not much of a threat, but we do have Carapaz and De Plus, the raised leader, hanging in there, plus Berlikov. And we're down to 3, so Berlikov, though tired, is out climbing these guys right now. Can they keep up?
Watch out. A team leader is
Can
falling
he
behind.
keep up? Can he recover? What can we do about these gaps? Is this going to open things up with 3K to go? Gaps are kind of holding, and I'm not going to win the stage unless I can recover. Can we sit on and recover? Or is Carapaz going to immediately attack? He does. I sit up and he immediately attacks.
Attack by Richard Carapaz.
2K. They're going to open up a little gap on me. That's not good. That's not good. They had more energy than I have. We just got to get to the finish line, minimize the gap. 3rd on the stage is still going to be a good thing. It's going to put us into the top 5 for sure,
And
probably into the podium.
win for De Plus.
Just
The riders
40
bringing up
seconds
their rear
down.
have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper.
Grumman pushing. He'll have a 11th, 12th place on the stage. As McNulty came flying past right at the finish line. Mark Guerrero also in a good position. Well, good-ish. 20th. Not the greatest day for us in the saddle. Again, the draw was not as good as it could be. And on the extreme difficulty, everybody gets a 25% bonus to their resistance. So they are that much better than we are. It's hard when you face that every single day and they just don't run out of energy. You might be a better climber, but they have endless amounts of energy and you don't. Alright, De Plus somehow still leads. This guy's got to have a plus 5 billion every day. He does have an 81 mountain, actually. Dang. A little surprised by that De Plus has that high of a mountain rating, but okay. Never saw him as a climber personally. Carapaz, of course you would expect him to be here. He's got similar resistance to us, so a little surprised that those guys are still in that position. But we are up into a podium position from 6th, so Berlikov extending a bit of a gap behind, but a bit of a gap in front. Ciccone now 4th. Karaman still up in 5th place at 4 minutes. Vingegaard, Hindley, Skamos, Madoe. who wasn't even anywhere around that, sits in 9th at 544, and Sivikov at 617 down in 10th. Martin Guerrero outside of the top 10 now in 13th. Still not a terrible position, and still maybe just enough of a threat that if he attacks, they'll have to respond. Hopefully he remains there so that we don't get forced to do a Karaman attack to put the pressure on others. Dang, a 1-2-4-5 in the under 25s category. And we do lead the team classification by 3 minutes. So yeah, things are going pretty well. Could it be better? Of course. I mean, obviously leading would be nice, but easier said than done. Stage 15, and this is theoretically punchy, at least according to the profile. Very much another climber's stage, not as pure as the last one. The big climb is right now, and the rest of the climbing is incremental. There's a little bit of recovery time in between various stages, but look at the tempo already. We literally just started climbing, and we're already facing a good amount of fatigue here. This one, just under 11K at 1,300 meters, 8.5%. How much recovery will we get after? How much of the peloton will still be here when we reach the top of this one? Maida a bit off the pace and struggling a little bit. First riders have been dropped, and those numbers are now quickly increasing, under 150. Okay, Maida out of energy. He's only a 67 mountain today with a -4 race day condition. And yet again, by the way, I'm getting bad draws. A lot of them are expected. Our expected is a...
Another attack in the leading group.
Okay, follow Rhea above us and try to bring you back forward. Otherwise, we're not going to see you again. Well, anyway, I had a thought. I lost the thought. Got a little distracted with Martin Guerrero's sudden demise and the peloton just massively blowing up all of a sudden. I mean, that was not expected. Okay, 51 left in the peloton. We've got our other 3 guys. They are okay there. Rivera, go ahead and get water. And then Riabovis. Push hard. Try to pull Martin Guerrero with you. Oh, you're pulling 12 with you. Is there anybody here in this group that... Bevan, Amariel... No, we're fine. We're not pulling back any key guys. And there's no Ineos riders. So yes, Riabovis, go ahead. Go quickly down. Let's check in on these guys. If they get back, they get back. Martin Guerrero not recovering, though, as a result. But how far behind are they? They're a minute and a half behind. Yeah, I guess you can just kiss him goodbye. He's not going to probably make it back up here. Oh, he's getting some recovery now. Okay, check it back in. Right above us. 73 downhill, and he can't even outpace this guy next to him. On a 99 effort. Okay, claw back those guys. Bridged a gap. Viviani goes down. Martin Guerrero's going to have to go on his own on the climb. But I wanted Riabovis to kind of make it to that point. Martin Guerrero, it's going to be a gel. And wait for the climb, wait for the climb. Alright, Rivera, you finished your water task. Go Protect your team leader, please. Thank you. And you guys, take it easy. Not too easy. Martin Guerrero,
Some
how
team
we doing?
managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed. This is the last third of the race. The team leaders have their minds fixed on today's goal.
Gap's going the wrong direction. He's not catching up to these guys. Kind of figured he'd make up some ground pushing at an 80, but he's got poor race day condition again. Martin Guerrero keeps drawing
There's a
minuses.
sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
And no reason for it. Like I said, we as a team have a plus 11 expected. Let him go. He's gone. He's gone. He's 2.5 minutes behind. Only one rider was dropped from the Peloton over that climb. Okay, Rivera, go ahead and gel as we go into a Cat 3 that's not looking easy. 5%, almost 8 kilometers. Huge acceleration, too. Gotta respond. At least by accelerating. Down to 1:45 on just 5 riders left from a breakaway of 12. Berlikov, way too far back for my liking, but we are in the midst of recovering that position. Let's recover it a little slower. Savage got Karaman holding a nice position, and Berlikov back in place. 44 chasing 5, and Martin Guerrero is now 3.5 minutes behind, so I told him to ease off, and man oh man, he lost 2 minutes in an instant. He's obviously out of GC contention now, and Rivera is going to begin his fade. And I'm going to wait until the next climb, but Karaman will have to take over protecting his team leader. It looks like another group of riders are about to get dropped.
The Entente in the escape group
And
is far
Rivera's
from
out.
cordial. There
Down
are
to
a couple of
33.
riders who want to go it alone.
Over the top. Okay, come on. Where's that recovery? Heart rate not coming down for this group. They're just now starting to get a little bit of recovery in. Most will not have recovered at all, really. So as we head into this climb,
Whoa, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group.
this is it's going to be difficult on some guys. $26 now. Are these guys trying to push? It looks like they are. Okay. And semi-successfully, Karaman, pull it back. 25 chasing 5. Way too early for these two to be solo, so we do not want to attack.
Aha! He's trying to give his pals the slip.
And we're down to 20 as 5 more are dropped. 19. We are just sitting on, even though
Watch out.
Karaman
A
appears
team
to be at the
leader's
front.
falling
It's
behind.
Mataway who's doing the work. He's in 9th place, so this is going to hurt him. It's also Mesnada. Mesnada might actually be doing the one doing the work at the moment. At this point, I think we need to save it for the final climb. 18. Heart rate quite low. This is not causing us much stress at all. In fact, my two guys are getting a small amount of recovery on what just resembled a brief descent. Out of the way again, going to work. Pace, pick it up. And now Mesnada takes over once again. There's Fabro from the break. And there's the last of the breakaway riders in sight. Let those two ride away from us. I told you to take your position up here. Ramen.
There's an attack in the group at the front.
Alright, here is what we're going to do. You're going to sit up. And you're going to get water real quick. And up. And recover on the descent. Okay, Berlikov already fully recovered. Finish the water task, please, Karaman. Still 19. It's still chasing those guys. Did I just lose somebody off the front? I feel like we did.
One of the motorcyclists says that a rider is down. Apparently, he didn't interfere with
Maybe
the
not.
race.
The two
10
guys are still
kilometers
here.
remaining.
We're at 18, though. Ryabovas falls. Okay, here we go. Heading for the final climb. Protect your leader. Now, I could attack with Karaman still, theoretically, here at some point. Okay, Ineos takes charge. 3 riders.
This climb is feared
3
by
riders
riders.
leading this
The
thing out,
percentages are
plus
very
another
high.
support rider. So they still have 4. Berlikov, 85. Use those mountain climbing legs that you have. That 85 mountain rating. Is that Mataway attacking? Really?
Goes onto the attack.
Okay. Okay, how he's pulling that one off, I have no idea. After all that work he just did on the previous climb. Berlikov gets held up by a fading Fellini. But Mataway has just about been caught here. 5? It's just 5K? Shoot. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Karaman, gel now. And Berlikov.
Acceleration by Carapaz.
Okay, that's acceleration. That's an acceleration. Karaman. Shoot. I thought Berlikov was following. He wasn't. 4K.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
Ciccone goes onto the attack.
3.5K. Karaman. Here we go. Come on, it's on. Set up your team leader. And Berlikov is going to attack. Karaman, I want you to sit up. Alright, go auto.
Whoa, that's one attack that's going to leave a good few in its wake.
Okay, that's good. You're off the front. 85. Climb hard, climb fast, 2K to go. Here's the front 5. Some of them are from the break. We will have to leave these guys behind. Store Haig Ciccone is here, so that's 1 who attacked. We've already caught Carapaz with 1K to go. Mataway still riding. 600 meters. Berlikov. There, sprint it out. Go for the stage. Come on. Come on. How is Mataway doing this? Where did this energy come from for him? Are you kidding me? He had like... Guaranteed he had a +5 today. He was leading that Cat 3 and Cat 2 the whole way up. How did he still have any amount of energy? There was almost no recovery on the descent. Second on the stage. Karaman gets 18th. That one hurts a little bit. He's going to definitely lose some time. But Berlikov, Mataway was only 9th. And superhuman today. Guaranteed +5. Plus the bonus on top of that. He had endless amounts of resistance. There's no way you could do that much leading at the front and then be able to attack and then be able to still sprint at the finish. No way that you could do that as a player, ever. Even on easy, where you get the, well, on easy, actually that's where you could do that. On easy, right, where you get the 25% bonus instead of the AI getting the bonus. Yes, you could have a +5 race day condition have a guy who's got 80 something resistance and then get the bonus on top of it and seemingly have like a 90 resistance for the day and just climb and climb and climb endlessly, regardless of what others are doing. That's what he did today. So in theory, he guaranteed had to have a +5. What's his base? 77. He's already got good stamina resistance, and then you throw the +5 in the bonus. Berlikov gets same time, though, so I don't get the stage win. Okay, whatever. 6-second time bonus, 16-second gap to Carapaz, 26 to Vingegaard. Deplouse was 53 down, so we gained a very good amount of time today. Karaman was 1.5 minutes down, though. That sucks, but here we go. Carapaz leads. Deplouse has slipped to second, half a minute behind. We're at 1 3/4. 3.5 to Ciccone, so we are almost, actually we're halfway between fourth and first. That's good. Karaman's still in the top 10, so he's still a threat. He's 8th. Madawas, I know it. I hear it either way. The French dropping off the end. I know I hear both pronunciations, but anyway. Madaway, 1 second ahead of Karaman in 7th now, so he's moved up 2 spots. But things are definitely stretching out now. I mean, Lopez, 82 Mountain, is 15-18 down. He's working for Carapaz, but he's 15 down. Karaman's working for Berlikov. He's only 5 down. McNulty, tremendous rider, apparently working for Hindley. Kofidis working for Vingegaard. That's why we've seen them at the front. Ciccone quietly in 4th place for Trek. We haven't seen much of Trek. Skelmos is in the top 10, though. So all the competitors seem to have 2 to 3 guys that are pretty dang strong. Berlikov has not hit that fitness peak. He's had a lot of negative draws. We haven't seen better than, +2 with him. And yet he's in 3rd place. But remember, we have another time trial still to go in this one. That was stage 15, but it's not going to be easy the rest of the way. I mean, we're looking at hard stages kind of throughout from here till the end. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.